a fire burning within me and I cannot keep calm. I was at an accounting convention over the past few days and I had an epiphany. Let's just say my energy and excitement for this profession is over the roof. At this convention, there were over 2,000 attendees that range from students to CPAs to other professionals in accounting or business related fields. In the CPA mix were influential and powerful CPAs who have had amazing and successful CPA careers. These CPAs range from very diverse career paths, from academia to public accounting to business owners to C-suite executives. I could go on and on. The point is, there were so many CPAs with very diverse career journeys, which reminded me yet again that we all can create a very exciting and successful career out of this profession. To help you create an image in your mind about this convention, let's paint a picture together. Imagine you're immersed in a conference with successful CPAs from all walks of life. Like literally when you walk down the hall, you can recognize, oh, that's so and so, that's the chairman of the AICPA, that's a retired managing partner of one of the big firms, that's a business founder, and I could go on and on. And then you attend the CPE learning sessions and you're learning with people from very diverse career backgrounds and industries who add a very unique perspective to your learning and to the conversation. And for the duration of this convention, you have the opportunity of meeting these people, getting to know them, getting to know their experiences, asking them questions, learning about their successes, learning about their struggles, and you leave with a renewed energy that you too can create a successful career out of this profession. Now let me tell you about the epiphany I had while I was at the convention. And the convention, by the way, was the National Association of Black Accountants annual convention. So while I was at this convention, I had an epiphany that the key to creating your ideal CPA experience is who you surround yourself with. It became crystal clear to me how important it is for young CPAs and future CPAs to surround themselves with people in the profession who are actively creating and living the lives of their dreams. A great way to meet these people is via accounting or business related organizations like NABA, Alpha, the AICPA, and state societies. All these organizations have very admirable CPAs that we can all look up to. And I'll leave some information about these organizations in the box below so you guys can check them out and see which ones interest you. So when you join this organization, it's important that you maximize your time as a member. Meet people, ask them questions about their experiences, ask them questions about the career choices, ask them why they chose a certain career choice over another, learn about the experiences. And by doing this, you really widen your horizon and you learn that there's so many opportunities out there, and you can really create a career choice that really appeals to you. And by meeting these people, you begin to understand that some of the struggles you face are not unique to you, and you learn about people's life stories and career stories that really inspire you. I'll share a quick story of how who you surround yourself with can play out. So take me for an example. I don't come from a generation of CPAs. I was introduced to the profession and to public accounting when I was a sophomore. I was recruited by one of the big 4 firms when I was a sophomore, and I had the opportunity of attending a conference with leaders in the firm, and these leaders spoke very highly about their experiences. They had very exciting experiences and they spoke very passionately about what they did. At that point, I realized that a career in public accounting can be exciting, it can be engaging, it can be challenging, it could be everything I hoped a career would be. So this excitement about the career and about the profession was lit within me when I was a sophomore, and then throughout college I made the decision to stay connected with accounting related organizations. My organization of choice at the time was NABA. So I would attend the student conferences, I'll stay engaged, I'll stay involved on campus, I held leadership positions, and during this time I met a ton of CPAs who widened my horizon about how exciting a career as a CPA could be. And this is also the time I met people who had passed the CPA exam on their first attempt, and I knew I wanted something like that for myself. And I stayed in contact with them, and they mentored me through the CPA, and I passed the CPA in a similar way. And I'll quickly share another story that portrays why who you surround yourself with is important. So a few years ago, a young lady reached out to me on LinkedIn. This young lady was an international student. She had just moved to the US for college, and she was going to school in the South. I'm on the East Coast. The point is, I didn't know her from anywhere. We were on 2 different different sides of the United States. But she reached out to me because my experiences intrigued her, and she was bold enough to reach out to ask questions about the CPA, to ask questions about accounting in general. And of course, you know, I'm very excited to talk about accounting. I'm very excited to talk about the CPA. Whenever someone asks me, I'm like, you've like woken me up. So I responded. I talked to her about the CPA. I talked to her about the profession. I stayed in contact with her, and I've met her on a few occasions. She stayed involved on campus, was involved in NABA, and they stayed very focused on her education. This young lady just graduated this summer. She graduated top of her class. She was valedictorian in her class. She has a full-time offer with one of the big 4 firms in a really strong market, and she's recently taken and passed 3 sections of the CPA exam. I could go on and on with similar stories, but I know you've gotten the point. Surround yourselves with people in the profession that are actively creating and living the lives of their dreams, and people that inspire you, because trust me, it really rubs off. To wrap up, if you've decided that accounting is for you, I'm here to tell you that you can succeed. You can pass the CPA exam even if you failed multiple times. Hang in there and keep pursuing your dreams. Surround yourself with CPAs who inspire you and who you can look up to. Your CPA experience can be whatever you intentionally want it to be. You can create a career out of this profession that really appeals to you. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing and sharing with your friends. I'll see you in my next video, and always remember, an ideal CPA experience can be yours.